I was a very lazy person from the start, but this laziness led me to have developed many strategies that got me great grades throughout. So I have always ended up in situations in which I have a little time left to do the majority of the syllabus, but still, somehow I managed to get straight A's. So discovering these all techniques started in 2024. I was previously studying in my local board, but then for some reason I decided to switch to Cambridge board A levels, which is considered really hard, and many of my friends that did the same ended up failing Big wrote, but that isn't the end of the story. In the start, I just kept on easy on studying and didn't give a F. Months went on and a little of a time had left, and my attendance at high school was only 30%. But at that moment, the idea of YouTube automation came in front of me, and it was kind of a shiny object syndrome, and I just went all in on YouTube. I learned editing and everything from zero and published my first video, which literally took a month of effort. And if that video had flopped, I still could have more time. But that damn video, ended up getting freaking 17,000 views, and that was my first ever video. So, went on and created more content. At first I was getting good views, but then Destiny had good plans for me, and my last 3 videos flopped very bad. As a result, I gave up on YouTube and diverted the direction towards A levels. That was the moment I came to realize that I had kind of wasted my whole year, and now I am in kind of situation in which I am studying subjects which I haven't studied before, and I am in a board whose exams will have an entirely different pattern and stuff from the ones I studied before. This made me kind of panic. But I came on to develop some insane strategies, and trust me, I have literally seen thousands of videos on how to study effectively, and these tips worked the best. Number one thing that always works is to have a mindset of work expands time. Just think all the time about this quote. Make this quote the wallpaper of your mobile. Now, work expands time means, for example, that if you have a chapter to do, most of you will go on and say that I have 5 hours to study from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and will go and study. This would most likely result in you doing the chapter thing within that time. But on the other hand, if we were to use the strategy, then I would have made up in my mind that I'm going to complete this chapter in 30 minutes. Yes, literally 30 minutes. Now, one disclaimer I have for you people is that this strategy can ruin your mental peace. Now, after deciding work your ass off and try to somehow do it in 30 minutes, be as if you are in a battle world and working with that passion for just 30 minutes, the results would shock you. And I know majority of you would hardly be able to complete half of the chapter in that time. But this thing will result in you doing the half chapter thing in 30 minutes, which would have had taken 2 to 3 hours to do. My second best strategy for you all is to ditch books and notes. Don't use them. Unless you want to revise the course before exams, betray your books, as majority of your books would be 400 to 1,000 pages long, just as mine. And unless you are an expert at cramming, you cannot somehow remember all the stuff in it. The best alternative for that all is YouTube. Now listen to me carefully. If you want to study any topic or stuff, for example, fiscal policy, then go on YouTube and watch 2 to 3 videos on it at 2x speed. Bookmark the videos you watched by adding them onto your playlist. Now after 2 to 3 days, watch those same videos again, and another different video if on the same topic. You can again repeat the same process after 2 days if you want, and this all would take an hour or something, and trust me, you would become an insane master at that subject. I did this for my whole preparation, and the good thing is that your retention becomes rock solid. I did this all, and my concepts and grip of the chapter becomes strong, as well as all of the topics became very strong. And the plus point about this is that it saves up time and is way less boring. The same thing may take you 3 to 4 hours if you do it through textbook or notes, and you will for sure forget all of that after some time. This is it for today. I have some more stuff to share, so comment if you want a part 2 of it, and don't forget to subscribe.